All right, it's June 20th, 2019. Wanted to throw a video out there today. I noticed a lot of regulation. The regulation ban hammer starting to drop down on the crypto space as a whole. A lot of people are talking about Facebook and how they're gonna have their Libra coin and they're gonna have their own blockchain, and then they're gonna have these node operators. It's gonna cost like $10 million to set up a node. I don't know. Like I'm curious to see how this pans out, because I really think this is gonna be major. This is gonna be major because, you know, if this works out for Facebook, and Facebook is able to even have a mild level of success with their Libra platform, you know, it because Facebook is so large, you know, it forces regulators to come in and step in and say, okay, hey, you know, number one, we want our cut. They got to figure that out. That's first and foremost. You know, they're gonna get their cut. So how can they tax it? And then also, you know, after that, they want to make sure, how can we protect consumers? You know what I'm saying? Because Facebook is a global company, billions of users, and not everybody wants to deal with high risk. From what I hear, though, there shouldn't be that much high risk. From what I can understand, that Facebook coin is all about being a stable coin that's backed by a basket of currencies. So, you know, I mean, won, dollars, British pounds, you know, all that stuff. So there shouldn't be too much volatility from that standpoint, from what we're usually accustomed to in the crypto space. So I can't see that being a big issue. I think where it's going to become a problem is the lawsuits that I think Facebook is about to encounter, because of, number one, you know, the banks aren't going to like it. You know what I mean? The banks aren't going to like the fact that they're coming in, taking their industry over, and pretty much, you know, making it cheaper, more efficient. And then on top of that, you run into the issue of well, I guess that's not really a big problem, because I mean, yeah, everybody knows Facebook coin's gonna be centralized. You know what I mean? Because it's Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I mean? That's the guy. He runs Facebook. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. I think everybody would already expect it. It wouldn't be a feature you'd be looking for. You know, that's where Bitcoin, that's where Ethereum can come in and offer a decentralized solution for people who might appreciate that. Yeah, I think the big thing is, what they're really going to try to say is that Facebook, they don't want Facebook to become any more powerful than they already are. Basically, that's what they're going to say, because they're going to say Facebook is already one of the most powerful companies in the world, and that's 100% true. And they're going to say, you know, if we let them take over this industry, you know, they will become between them and Amazon, the most powerful two companies in the world. And I could understand where they're coming from, but I don't agree with it, you know, because number one, I do believe in the free market. So I think what'll end up happening is, yeah, Facebook will make this move, and everybody will be like, oh wow, like, you know, what a great idea. Like, you know, how much did it really cost them? How much did they really invest? And not only that, you know, I don't know if they're going to open source their Muse coding programming language, but if they do, you know, they can always build their own platform, you know, for maybe Amazon or Google or whatever other company wants to build their own platform and do their own type of thing. And even if you don't want to go that route, you know, I mean, there's existing platforms that you can always build on top of for even cheaper. You don't have to worry about any of the blockchain infrastructure. It's blockchain as a service, you know, BASS. So I just feel like competition will just naturally come into the market because there's no real barriers. You don't have to be Facebook to do what Facebook is doing. It's just going to give Facebook an advantage because they already have the user base. But they're not the only ones with a user base, you know. They're not the only ones with a community. And to be honest, they're not indestructible. You know, there's other, you know, people have had genuine complaints with Facebook. You know, users don't care for Facebook. A lot of young people don't really use Facebook. I mean, we use it, but it's not something that, you know, it's more young people prefer Instagram or Snapchat. I mean, that's just how it is. Facebook is there, you know, I mean, we have it. It's, you know, it's a tool, but you know, it's lost its allure as a platform. So I really do think other companies could easily do something similar, and I think they will. And that's really what I look forward to, you know, more than anything about this whole ordeal. So, you know, I think that's just a matter of time before they start rolling out stuff like that. You know. But it's gonna be huge, man. It's gonna be huge. Definitely gonna be huge. What else? What else is gonna talk about? I heard the other day that a lot of people are saying that this is competition to EOS. And that one must have went over my head because I personally don't get it. I don't see that. I don't understand how it could be, you know, comparable to EOS at all, really, because, yeah, you know, EOS is you know, people try to say EOS is not a blockchain, but I agreed in the beginning, you know what I mean, because it wasn't what I knew to be a blockchain, you know, because I knew Bitcoin to be a blockchain, I knew Ethereum to be a blockchain, but EOS is kind of different in the sense that it only has 21 operators. But because it's to me, what makes it a chain is because, number one, it is validating transactions in a way that's, you know, community driven. You get me? And it's like, whereas Facebook, I don't think they're gonna offer the same thing. Not just anybody can vote. You know what I mean? It's not open. The community doesn't have an option in that kind of thing. They're more there just to secure the network, whereas EOS is more of like a community driven thing. So I would say that's more blockchain than what Facebook Coin is doing, although they still use the word blockchain. So I don't know, that's where it gets kind of murky. I just think people use that word as more of like a buzzword, and it's very loosely defined. I don't really know what the true definition of what a blockchain would be anymore. I mean, I thought I did, but I don't know if I do anymore. But yeah, if anybody can describe to me exactly what blockchain is, please leave a good comment below. I'd love to hear it, like something short, sweet, to the point. You know, something that, you know, somebody asks you, you could just say, hey, well, this, and this. You know what I mean? Then it's a blockchain or whatever. So Hey, I'm about to come in. All right, I'm gonna cut it there.